Now on CoastTV News.
Maryland economic malaise, the concerning data from a recent report and some of the key contributors to a stalled state economy. Burning breakdown. We have the updated information about a fire that took place here in Greenwood that we first told you about earlier this morning.
This is CoastTV News Midday.
And good morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm Matt Pensick. Welcome to CoastTV News Midday. Boy, we've got some gray, cloudy skies out there. That is what we're dealing with this late Thursday morning. We're checking out the live scene in Laurel. Our First Alert meteorologist, Bob Try, joins us now with a look at First Alert weather. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Delmarva. It has looked a little threatening out there this morning. Even some sprinkles early on and maybe a few flurries when it was colder this morning. But you can see the visible satellite picture showing all the clouds and a few breaks here and there across southeast Delaware right now. We're also seeing these blips of green on the radar near Laurel. Maybe a sprinkle for you near Bryan Store, Bridgeville, and Dewey Beach, but very, very light. I think the bigger story is the cold air that will be moving in as we go through time. We have a cold front to our north and west, and that will usher in some of the coldest air so far this season. Right now, temperatures 30s, upper 30s, low to mid 40s. A little too warm for snow. Could see maybe a few ice pellets with sprinkles as we go into the afternoon. We've got a northwesterly breeze right now, relatively light, but that will pick up with time as we see a cold front move in, and we're in and out of the clouds this afternoon. Low to mid 40s at noon by 2 p.m. Mid 40s around Millsboro and Georgetown. Maybe a sprinkle or a stray flurry at that time. Then it clears out and starts getting really cold as we go into the evening hours. By 7, we're into the mid 30s. So with these temperatures in the 40s coupled with a strong northwest wind, those feels like temperatures in the 30s, and then really tanking as we go into this evening. A very cold Friday followed by a series of storms. I'll talk about that coming up in my full forecast in just a little bit.
All right, thanks a lot, Bob. We got some concerning news this morning about the economy in Maryland. This is from a report that was issued by the state comptroller. The report shows the labor partition rate in the state dropped over 69% in 2017 to just over 65%. Cost of child care in Maryland, that's the 8th most expensive in the nation. Also, more people are moving out of Maryland compared to people moving in. Delaware State Police, they're still attempting to determine the cause of a 3-car crash Tuesday in the Millsboro area that resulted in the death of a 20-year-old Lewis man. State police say that the crash took place west of William Street Road. According to police, a white Cadillac CTS is driven by a Lewis man, veered into oncoming traffic, colliding with a GMC Terrain, and then head-on with a Dodge Ram. Troopers say the Cadillac driver died at a local hospital later. And they say the GMC's 29-year-old driver and the 24-year-old Dodge driver, both from Millsboro, they are going to be okay. Now a clarification on the story that we ran in this broadcast yesterday. The Milford Police want to hire 4 new dispatchers and a crime analyst. Our story said the Finance Committee proposed a possible tax increase. The committee discussed a tax increase and other funding, but nothing has been voted on yet. We have an update on the Greenwood fire that we told you about earlier this morning. We have learned that it was a garage that was on fire on Mennonite School Road and that the Delaware State Fire Marshal is now handling the investigation. The Greenwood Volunteer Fire Company and Bridgeville Volunteer Fire Company, they were among those dealing with this fire. It was just before 1 a.m., and according to the Greenwood Company, it involved a chimney at the building. We reached out to the fire marshal this morning and are still awaiting more details. Also this morning, a 44-year-old Millsboro man is facing several felony drug-related charges after his arrest by Delaware State Police this week. According to state police, the car Anthony Hitchens was a passenger in was pulled over for not signaling while turning onto Route 113 in Georgetown Tuesday afternoon. And when the side of the car where Hitchens was sitting was searched, over 13 grams of suspected crack cocaine was found, along with 149 bags of suspected heroin. Among the charges are 5 counts that are drug-related felonies. He's being held at the Sussex Correctional Institution on a $48,000 cash bond. Crisis at the U.S. southern border has the attention of Republican lawmakers. On Wednesday, they traveled there to highlight what they say is a failing of the Biden administration. NBC's Drew Petromo shows us this is taking place as a group of bipartisan senators are working to come to a deal on border funding and more taxpayer money for Israel and Ukraine.
With migrants overwhelming small towns and big cities alike, 60 House Republicans head to the southern border to highlight what they say are failures of the Biden administration.
What we saw today only made House Republicans more resolved to stand for sanity and the American people.
A record-setting 300,000 immigrants crossed the border last month, and Republicans are pushing for a return to the harsh Trump-era policies criticized by immigrant rights groups.
The solution is to go back to the policies that work,
while also promising to begin impeachment hearings against Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas over the border crisis.
The greatest domestic threat to the national security and the safety of the American people is Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas.
We've been dealing with a broken immigration system for decades.
Mayorkas defending administration policies at the border, saying Republicans have refused to cooperate on a solution.
Our administration under President Biden's leadership has fought for that long-needed fix since day one, when President Biden, on the very first day of his administration, submitted a comprehensive immigration reform bill to Congress.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says a bipartisan group of senators is close to a border deal, while they also work to pass a budget deal that avoids a government shutdown and secures aid for Israel and Ukraine. Drew Petrimo, NBC News, Washington.
Coming up, new shops in eastern Sussex County. The request that could open this land near Milton up to development. CoastTV News Midday returns after this.
30 years ago, a historic ice storm knocked out power for 10 days. Trees fell across power lines and ice snapped utility poles. Our Delaware Electric Cooperative team worked around the clock to help those we serve. 3 decades later, we've applied the lessons we learned during the storm to make our grid stronger. Through the dedication of our employees, Co-op Power has never been more reliable. And while the weather is unpredictable, DEC's commitment to doing what's best for our members will never change.
Open 6 days a week with convenient hours. Call and schedule your appointment today.
Is the name of your bank changing again? The Farmers Bank of Willards has been a local independent bank for nearly 100 years. When you bank local, your money stays here in our community, where it benefits our local businesses, farms, and families. The Farmers Bank has real people ready to help and world-class features like our free mobile banking app with Locket debit card security, a Smart Sense savings program, and free checking with no minimum balance. Stop paying extra fees and switch to the Farmers Bank of Willards, where people matter.
Come out for the Delmarva Shorebirds Hot Stove Banquet, Thursday, February 8th at the Wycomico Youth and Civic Center. Get your tickets today, which include a buffet-style dinner and your opportunity to meet former Orioles pitcher Ben McDonald. Plus, there will be a cash bar and silent auction with sports memorabilia from your favorite MLB and minor league teams. Proceeds benefit the Shorebirds Fly Together Fund. Tickets available now at theshorebirds.com.
At Coast Country, we're more than just music. We're a part of Delmarva's heart. Every month, Coast Country Cares, together with Spicer Brothers, steps up to serve our community. We're here helping local organizations and supporting our neighbors all year round. Join us in making a difference. Stay tuned to learn where we'll be next or visit coastcountry.com to see how you can be a part of our mission. Coast Country Cares, brought to you by Spicer Brothers, because we are Delmarva proud.
Bringing more business to Milton, that's a possibility if a request to rezone a piece of land is approved. The land is already in an area where road construction is taking place. This is a look from above. You can see the area we're talking about. It borders Coastal Highway northbound and Route 16 eastbound and is across from the Rookery South Golf Course. Ocean One Holdings, LLC, they want to rezone about 65 acres that's currently agricultural residential to heavy commercial district. So if you're keeping score, this is also where that ongoing construction for an overpass is taking place. Now, a spokesperson on the Ocean One team says that even though a traffic study looked at different possibilities of what could be built in a heavy commercial zone, nothing is finalized. And they told Coast TV News they don't expect any interest from potential businesses until the property is fully rezoned. We want to know what development you would prefer for the rezoned land. That is our question on our Coast TV poll. So here is a look at the updated results, and keeping it empty's got a plurality of the votes with 36%, but we've noticed an uptick in that shopping center. That's gone up to 22%. And then you can see the distribution between water park, gas station, hotel, and community park. Bob?
Matt, we're seeing a lot of clouds and a little bit of blue sky right now in our Gateway Subaru Cam looking north. It is a wintry day for sure across the area with increasing winds into the afternoon and cold temperatures with highs into the 40s. Icy cold weather builds in tonight into Friday with frigid wind chills. Then a series of storms heads our way. The first one this weekend, the more potent storm system next week. I'll track it on Futurecast coming up next.
In 2 days, they did this work, which was fantastic. Put in a brand new grab bars, a docking station, and a bench to my height. I think Coastal Bath is an oh my gosh and a wow. They do an awesome job.
It's our annual New Year savings. Take $2,024 off your new bathroom project and no payments and no interest until 2025. Local and family owned. Call Coastal Bath today.
Your wallet is always in danger. Criminals can hack your information without you even knowing. Introducing Slim Mint, an ultra-thin RFID blocking wallet that keeps your cards and cash protected. Slim Mint uses the latest RFID blocking technology to prevent thieves from stealing your info. It's ergonomically designed to optimize space and keep your belongings organized. With the auto-locking Slim Mint, your cards and money stay securely in place. It has a built-in cash clip and a flexible outer band to fit your additional cards and cash. Call or click now and get Slim Mint for just $29.99. Order in the next 5 minutes and you'll get an instant $10 discount. So it's only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get Slim Mint at this low price. There's a strict limit of 3 Slim Mint wallets while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-613-4296. Call or visit slimmintwallet.com. So call 1-800-613-4296 now.
Get ready to soar with the Hawks. Delmarva Sports Network is your exclusive home for UMES Hawks basketball. From the first whistle to the final buzzer, DSN will take you courtside. Experience the excitement of both the men's and women's teams with every dribble, steal, and three-pointer. To see the schedule or watch the games, go to delmarvasportsnetwork.com or download the DSN app. Join us all season long only on the Delmarva Sports Network, your exclusive home for UMES Hawks basketball.
Middays with me, April Brilliant. It's a feel-good show on your radio.
April is the easiest way to get through your workday.
She can play your favorite song.
She can help you find your furry friend. The easiest way to get through your workday is with April.
She really makes you feel special.
Hey friends, hang out with me weekdays here on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 each day from 10 to 3.
It is definitely feeling like early January across Delmarva. We've got temperatures a little bit below average and lots of clouds right now in our Boardwalk Plaza Cam. Looking at the Boardwalk right now, a couple of hardy folks out there braving the elements, or not too many elements, just cloudy skies. 42 right now, and we are looking at some of the coldest air of the season and certainly of the new year so far the next few days. Average high is 46. By the way, make sure you scan the QR code right there. That will get you to the Coast TV weather app. It's important to have that as we head into the weekend, as we get into a stormy pattern. 45 today, only 41 hopefully tomorrow, but a lot of us might be stuck in the 30s. A very cold day, and then upper 40s Saturday, and then mid 40s Sunday and Monday, as we're dealing with a windy, rainy storm at that time. So this is what we know. With the weekend storm, we don't think it's a particularly strong coastal storm, but it will bring some rain and wind to our area. It's tracking along the coast, and with the storm hugging the coast, that will bring in warm air off the ocean. The ocean's about 45 to 50 degrees, so no chance of frozen precipitation for us. We're looking at mainly rain. That's snow well to our west and north. Coastal issues, maybe some flooding and possibly some beach erosion in some of those bayside and coastal towns, so watch out for that. Temperatures now under mostly cloudy skies, 30s and 40s, so anything that falls this afternoon, maybe a sprinkle, maybe an ice pellet. It'd be hard to fall through this atmosphere frozen because of temperatures in the 40s. We do have a light northwest wind right now, but that will pick up with time, and the feels like temperature in the 30s and 40s. Here's a visible satellite picture showing a lot of clouds in the black areas. That's where we have some breaks in the overcast and a few little sprinkles possible, maybe an ice pellet as we go into the afternoon, with the big story being that cold air rushing in. There's a cold front back to our northwest through Pennsylvania, some lake effect snow. We won't see that, but we will see that cold air really punching in as we go through the overnight hours. Meanwhile, to the Four Corners area in the southwest, that's our storm for the weekend. So here's Futurecast. We're in and out of the clouds. A lot of clouds, a little bit of blue sky into the afternoon, mid-40s. Those winds really start picking up and the temperatures drop into this evening, mid-30s. And we have the wind overnight as well, making it feel even colder. By morning, at least upper 20s. I'm thinking some places in the middle 20s, but feeling like teens. By noon, mid-30s, and a lot of us don't get out of the 30s tomorrow afternoon and continue cold into tomorrow evening. Feels like temperatures 30s today, 20s tonight, mid-20s midnight, and then teens by tomorrow morning. So very, very cold indeed, and cold right through your Friday and on into early Saturday as well, as we're seeing strong winds coming out of the northwest, 25 to 30 miles per hour. They do slacken off a little bit on Friday, then shift to the southeast with that coastal storm gusting over 30 along the coast and pretty gusty inland as well right through Saturday evening, as we see that storm tracking up the coast with rain for us. That snow well to our west and north of I-95. That rain ends early Sunday, and then we see the next system moving in Tuesday into early Wednesday. This one is more potent and will be packing a punch for sure. As far as rainfall amounts, a half inch to 1 inch with the first system, and then for the second one, maybe another inch or two, with a grand total of maybe 3 by the time it's all said and done. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, dry and cold through Friday. First alert day for Saturday with the rain and wind, dry Sunday and Monday, and then a rainy, windy system Tuesday and a high of 56.
All right, thanks, Bob. Coming up, EV eligibility changes, the tax credits that might not be there in 2024 for electric vehicle owners. Coast TV News Middays back in a moment.
Hey everybody, here's what's happening today at 4 o'clock on Coast Life.
We're finding out how you can give back to the community with the Surf Give Winter Bash.
And we have some friends coming into the studio sitting with us talking about the Ribbon Skirt Honor Walk.
And Buddy Moons, what are they and why they're trending?
Love that. Looking forward to all of it, and you can too, right here on Coast Life at 4 o'clock. See you then.
When you visit the Delmarva Design Center, you'll experience a selection of appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring all together in one showroom. The 10,000 square foot location has a variety of inspiring samples for any project size or budget. Your dedicated product experts and designers collaborate to bring your dream project to life. Come and see what the kitchen industry buzz is all about. Experience the Delmarva Design Center in Selbyville, Delaware, serving all of Delmarva's coast.
Sign up to grow your team at the 2024 Draper Media Job Fair, powered by Premier Staffing Solutions. Be a part of the best marketed and most successful job fair on Delmarva, according to past employers who participated. The Draper Media Job Fair is Saturday, February 24th from 10 to 2 in the Jason Building at Del Tech in Georgetown. Meet over 1,000 applicants looking for work. For more info, go to wbocevents.com.
Get your photos off your phone and have a Shutterfly designer create your photo book in just 24 hours for free. Get your photos off your phone and get 40% off everything with code PB40.
Solo Cup Saturday night. It's an alternative country party with me, Jared. Brought to you by Midshore Recyclers Incorporated. Saturdays at 7 on Coast Country, 103.9 and 106.3.
Looking for romance? after age 60.
There's so much life left in us.
Next, Inside Edition, as the Golden Bachelor is about to get married, what other Golden Bachelors and Bachelorettes are doing to find a new partner in life.
I went on a date, another one this week.
Then, surgery disaster. How this nurse went in for routine surgery and ended up losing her legs. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
Next, Drew giving me all the feels this wonderful time of the year. Plus, the everything. She needs no introduction. It's Martha Stewart.
Thursday at noon on Coast TV.
U.S. housing market ended 2023 on a sour note. Mortgage demand fell at the end of the year with a number of applications dropping 9.4% in the last week of December. That's according to the Mortgage Bankers Association. And despite those lower rates, buyers are still dealing with a very tight supply and rising home prices. With the new year comes updated rules for electric vehicle tax credits. Fewer EVs are now eligible for the federal tax credit, and even fewer are eligible for the maximum $7,500. The new rules have to do with where vehicle parts are made, mostly in China, particularly batteries and battery components. Don't forget to tune in to Coast TV for Sunday Night Football. It's the Buffalo Bills, Miami Dolphins. Coverage starts at 7 p.m., and then we will have your hyper-local news broadcast after the game. Coming up, flu season surge. We have 3 tips to help protect you as virus cases are on the rise. Stay with us on Coast TV News Midday.
We're Coast Country, and we're Delmarva proud.
Draper Holdings, parent company of WBOC and Coast TV, has an opening for a human resource specialist. Provide HR support for approximately 150 employees in 4 locations. Candidates should have an associate's degree with a background in recruitment, employee relations, and payroll. ADP and SHRM certification and a bachelor's degree are a plus. Join Draper Holdings as our newest human resource specialist with full benefits. Go to drapermediajobs.com to learn more and apply. Draper Holdings is an equal opportunity employer.
Weather shapes our lives. At Coast TV, our First Alert weather team is always at work, ensuring you have the information you need.
So we're looking forward to begin to make its way towards Fenwick Island pretty quickly here.
Because we know how much weather matters to our coastal community.
Make sure you take cover from these storms.
Our promise is to guide, inform, and protect.
Make sure you are remaining weather aware tomorrow.
Weather coverage that prioritizes you. Coast TV and the First Alert weather team. Your safety, our commitment. Get ready to soar with the Hawks. Delmarva Sports Network is your exclusive home for UMES Hawks basketball. From the first whistle to the final buzzer, DSN will take you courtside. Experience the excitement of both the men's and women's teams with every dribble, steal, and three-pointer. To see the schedule or watch the games, go to delmarvasportsnetwork.com or download the DSN app. Join us all season long only on the Delmarva Sports Network, your exclusive home for UMES Hawks basketball.
Get your year of more in 2024 with Tamron Hall. More laughter, more real conversations, more ways to feel good and live good. And on the next Tamron Hall, he's a master of the mic, known for making hip-hop history. Why Big Daddy Kane says, wait, there's more. Plus, Erica Alexander. Next, Tamron Hall.
Thursday at 3 on Coast TV.
From the court to your living room, catch the dribbles and the buzzer beaters. High school basketball lives here on Delmarva Sports Network. Local teams, big dreams.
1025 WBOC.
Seasonal virus activity is surging across the U.S., and some health experts expect even bigger bumps going now that we are into January. Mandy Gaither shows us the latest data from the CDC and explains how you can protect yourself and those around you.
A new year, the same respiratory viruses hitting the U.S. hard.
We are seeing an enormous amount of COVID. Fortunately, a lot of that is in the outpatient setting, not necessarily in the hospital like we had seen in years past. Influenza is rampant.
2/3 of states reporting flu activity that's high or very high, and it's accelerating. So far, 7 million confirmed illnesses, 73,000 hospitalizations, and 4,500 deaths related to flu. Nationally, CDC data shows COVID-19 levels in wastewater are very high, higher than this time last year in every region. Weekly emergency department visits rose 12%, and hospitalizations jumped about 17% in the most recent week. With cases surging, some hospitals are requiring masks once again.
And it's typical that we see a surge in these viruses at this time of year, although it does seem to be a bit more this year than in years past.
Dr. Denise Milstein with Mayo Clinic says to protect yourself and others by being vaccinated against these spreading viruses, as well as practicing other preventive measures like staying home when you're sick, washing your hands, and masking up if you don't feel well but have to be around others.
The more we expose one another, the more we'll see an increase in these infections.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
We're seeing a lot of clouds out there, maybe a sprinkle into this afternoon, and cold. Temperatures in the mid-40s. Very cold to end the week, in a series of storms beginning this weekend and another one into next week. I'll have your 10-day forecast highlighting those coming up after the break.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable lithium-ion power plant. So fast and so convenient. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Look, you can inflate all 4 tires on a single charge. It has a built-in smart pressure digital sensor that gauges and automatically stops when the set tire pressure is reached. Easily inflate pool toys, exercise balls, and more. Call or go online now and get the complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for the factory direct price of just $79.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free, and we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-771-0865. That's 1-800-771-0865, or go to getbullseyepro.com.
The holiday was delightful, but your couch is now a little frightful. Dinner time full of joy, but your dining table is not so anymore. Holiday mishaps happen, and Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury can help. A fresh new look for the new year. Sit back and relax in our showroom filled with furniture from living rooms, bedrooms, to dining, and more. Plus, in-house financing and Alton's unmatched, everyday low prices that can't be beat. Serving Delmarva for over 75 years. Have you been to Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury lately?
Your favorite moments shouldn't be trapped here or here. Get your photos off your phone and have a Shutterfly designer create your photo book in just 24 hours for free. Order as is or customize it as much as you like. Your memories deserve better. Your memories deserve Shutterfly. Get your photos off your phone and get 40% off everything with code PB40.
Welcome to the ride home on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. First rule of the ride home, we definitely talk about the ride home. In fact, tell all your friends. Second rule of the ride home, we have fun. Top 10 Tuesday, Would You Rather Wednesday, and every day you pick the songs on the high five. And the third rule of the ride home, we don't take ourselves too seriously. You've got enough to stress about. So let me handle the ride home, weekdays from 3 to 7 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3.
Real contestants know how to bring in the new year.
You solve the puzzle, you win $100,000.
Dominate the bonus round.
Well, our new year off to a very nice start.
Thursday at 7 on CoastTV.
Next Jeopardy!
The Green Bay Packers.
One of the answers was, what is yeet? The catchphrase of the Packers. They asked if I would make an inspirational video.
Wow.
Hi, guys. Yeet.
Thursday at 7:30 on CoastTV.
We'll warm about another couple of degrees, and then that's it. Mid-40s as we go into the afternoon. Could see a sprinkle, maybe an ice pellet, some sunshine, but more importantly, it starts getting really cold into the evening. Temperatures falling through the 30s, and these northwest winds will knock those wind chills down as low as the teens by tomorrow morning. Actual temperature 24. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Getting up to 41. That's all on Friday. Then Saturday, a first alert weather day for rain and wind. Sunday and Monday is dry, and then another round of rain and wind on Tuesday with temperatures in the 50s. At least it warms up, and then it dries out after that.
All right, thanks, Bob, and thank you for being here with us on Coast TV News Midday. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app, and don't forget to join us later for Coast TV News at 5. Until then, have a great Thursday, everybody.